النتائج، نجح رامي، ولك نجح رامي.
أحلى مجهد إلك يا رامي.
Unfortunately, this is not fiction. This is the reality in many regions in Lebanon and all over the world. Celebratory shooting refers to the dangerous practice of firing firearms into the air in celebration of an event such as weddings, holidays, or other festive occasions. People tend to use guns as a way of expressing their feelings during happy or sad events. This behavior is considered extremely hazardous as the bullets fired into the air eventually fall back to the ground and can cause serious injuries or fatalities. Celebratory shooting is widely condemned and is often subject to legal penalties due to the risks it poses to public safety. Globally, this problem seems to be prevalent in America, South Asia, and the Middle East. In Puerto Rico, on average, 2 people die and 25 are injured on New Year's Eve. In North America, the 4th of July is a national celebration that is described as the riskiest day for shooting. And study shows that there have been 52 shootings on the 4th of July over the last decade. Also, this problem is common in many Latin American and Caribbean countries. A 2-year study from January 2015 to December 2017 revealed that 741 cases of stray bullets armed violence resulted in 826 victims across 25 Latin American and Caribbean countries. Moreover, this problem is also prevalent in the Balkans, especially all over the Western Balkans. For example, in August 2014, 4 people were wounded over 24 hours during family celebrations in Kosovo. And Kosovo is located in the Western Balkans. Lastly, throughout the Arab regions, traditional tribal structures associate guns with masculinity and honor. They tend to use guns for self-defense purposes and as an expression for extreme happiness at weddings and other celebrations.
As we just mentioned, celebratory gunfire is widespread in the Middle East, including Jordan, Iraq, and Lebanon, despite being illegal. Celebratory shooting is an age-old practice in Lebanon that was especially reinforced during the civil war in order to establish a balance of power. However, even after 2 decades of the end of the civil war, celebratory firearm possession is still widespread in Lebanon, with nearly 1/3 of the Lebanese civilians possessing a firearm as of 2017. This practice is especially and particularly dominant during events like weddings, funerals, political gatherings, and the release of the official exam results and New Year's Eve. This alarming trend is not isolated, but is rather a part of a greater pattern that was observed over the years. According to a research report done by a Beirut-based research center, 81 people were killed and 169 were injured during celebratory events like weddings or during funerals because of stray bullets, which averages to about 8 victims and 169 per year. Some examples of these instances include, among others, an 8-year-old kid who was killed because of stray bullet following a nearby funeral procession. Another example was because of celebratory shooting following the return of Al-Hajj pilgrims. And a more recent example is Naya, a 7-year-old who was killed after a celebratory shooting erupted following the release of official exam results.
To tackle the issue of celebratory shooting and stray bullets, there have been different interventions by various stakeholders, including state and non-state actors. On the governmental level, a 1959 law states that anyone firing guns in residential area faces up to 3 years in a prison and a fine. But the fine has not changed or increased since it was set in 1959 at 500 Lebanese pounds, which is equivalent to 60 cents. This amount is even way less due to the Lebanese pound devaluation. Another law that legislators passed is law number 71 in 2016 that states that shooting of firearms into air is punishable with a prison sentence ranging between 6 months to 3 years, in addition to a fine that is equivalent to 8 to 10 times the official minimum wage. If the shot is fatal, then the sentence is commuted to hard labor for a period ranging between 10 years and 15 years. It is noteworthy that the states has mandated different levels of sanctions depending on the context and the consequence of the shot. On the other hand, non-state actors responded to this in different ways. For example, Lorient today initiated a stray bullets tracker. Also, the Lebanese TV LBCI initiated Shaif Halak, a CSR that aims to raise awareness and influence behaviors for social change. We also have the Lebanese community members from Tripoli and activists come together to launch Farha Taisha campaign, which is Stray Bullets, Kill Joy campaign.
So one of the regions that witnesses celebratory shooting instances is Wadi Nahle and Baddawi, where we live, in North Lebanon. This practice affects people's daily life due to its physical, psychological, and material devastating consequences. One of the schools near Wadi Nahle is the Baddawi Public School for Boys, providing education for both Lebanese and Syrian refugee students. But why we're talking about this school in particular? It is actually because during our fieldwork, we reached out to the school administration, who confirmed that this school is at risk of celebratory shooting. And it is one of the few schools that cater to communities where this practice is common. So to further investigate, we reached out to multiple stakeholders in Baddawi, along with meetings with experts in AUB. We also conducted a survey to 95 citizens from Baddawi. So some of the key findings are the age group that uses gun is between 18 and 35 years old. The act of random shooting is one important form of self-expression, especially in Baddawi, and it is prevalent after the release of the official exam results. 86% of the people who responded to our survey have been affected by stray bullets, whether through physical injuries or material damages. And younger people tend to be more open to talk and address this issue.
So these findings confirmed our selection of the target group as well as the location. So we decided to partner with the Scout of Baddawi Public School for Boys. These findings were also reinforced by our observations on the spot. Therefore, our CSP aims to challenge the issue of celebratory shooting in Baddawi through a theater-based peer education program that challenges the practice of celebratory shooting among grade 7 and 8 male students in that school. But to be able to select the actors for the final play, we coordinated with the Arabic teachers who assigned essays about celebratory shooting to the students. We collected about 100 essays, we filtered them, and then moved to the casting for final shortlisting. Not to mention how motivated, creative, and innovative, most of the students were, agreeing that celebratory shooting is a disastrous kind of phenomenon that must be addressed through such awareness campaigns. Then, with the aid of a drama therapist, we finalized the scripts, initially excerpted from the essays of the students as an act of empowerment and involvement. And we are currently rehearsing for the students who want to act. For others who don't want to act, we are taking them into the committee for promotion and organization of the final performance. And finally, here's a glimpse of our introductory session with the students. So let's vote. So after that, it was a huge chaos in the room. But just see how interactive and responsive the students were. And currently, we are looking forward towards our final performance happening hopefully this week. Thank you.